What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life. It's 1:38 in the morning, okay? And we are on the extreme western end of Bradenton, and we are going to drive clear across Bradenton at night. Now, of course, there's probably nothing going on here, right? It's like 3 in the morning, 1:38. It's late in the morning. Nothing's going to be going on. Or will there be something going on? We'll find out. To the left of us are apartments that are literally almost on the water. And yeah, there's a wicked thunderstorm in Tampa. We're looking north right now. So here in a minute, we're going to on 53rd, which is Highway 70. And we're going to just drive clear across Bradenton, heading eastbound. There's a little bit of condensation on the windshield, so we'll have to hit the light every once in a while. We'll have to hit the windshield wiper for the condensation. But we're going to drive clear through Bradenton. Now, over here, there are some gated communities, and let me tell you, there are some monstrosity of houses. I mean, the type of houses that you would expect in Naples, Florida, exist out here in Bradenton. They are huge houses. But they're inside gated communities where you'll never see them unless you're Uber driving at 1:30 in the morning and dropping off somebody there. So this is 53rd Avenue we're about to get on, which is Highway 70. And this goes from here. If you drove straight on Highway 70, you would eventually end up in Fort Pierce, I believe. So this is a highway that goes from, the water's right behind us. Anna Maria Island is right behind us. Bradenton Beach and all that. So this highway goes from one end of the state of Florida to the other. This is the extreme western end of it. Of course, we're not going to drive to Fort Pierce, but we're going to drive at least to Lakewood Ranch. And at the end of the video, we're going to see the lake, unfortunately, where the missing person that we had recently ended up. I'm not going to get too much into details, but if you're watching the news, you know what I'm talking about. So this was recently repaved out here. Here in West Bradenton, some really nice gated communities, and the houses are just so massive. Like 4-story house. They're building 4-story houses. Just incredibly massive houses. Like it's insane. Now we're heading straight towards the east, and eventually we'll be in Bradenton. Over here, it's kind of wooded, and it's crazy because you wouldn't expect close to the beach to be wooded, but it is. And they were going to build 3,000. They're starting to rezone all this because it's close to the water, and it's easy to develop this land. We're talking, I think they're going to build like 3,500 houses over here, but I think they've had to scale it down a little bit. They even built one of those inland lakes. So IMG Academy is near here, and that attracts a lot of people from all over the country and internationally to Bradenton. But you can see here, these are all just gated communities, and the houses back here are pretty nice. But if you're on the main roads, all you see is just sidewalks and trees and stuff. But there are some pretty big houses in some of these gated communities. Of course, the Academy brings people from all over the United States and the world. It's allegedly one of the best sports academies in the country, so that attracts people from everywhere. And there's the entrance right there. Oh crap, my bad, y'all. There it is right there. IG Academy. The M is broken. We did hear stuff in my trunk flying through. I got some plastic containers in the trunk that are unrestrained. So that's the entrance right there. And it's okay that I'm driving erratic. It's 1:40 in the morning. There's nobody out here. But that attracts people from everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And as you start driving eastbound, it deteriorates pretty quickly. It goes from kind of ritzy to hood kind of quickly. And West Bradenton, used to be a really nice, you got nice areas over here, on the water. You got Palma Sol to the north. There's nice areas, but there's there's also some rough areas, and Bradenton seems to deteriorate pretty quickly. Even around here, it kind of looks nice and suburban, but eventually it kind of deteriorates pretty quickly eventually. There's a gas station right here. The girl that works at that gas station is interesting. She's a whole different trip, man. Just very interesting in personalities out here. You get a lot of glare. There's a lot of schools out here. There's a lot of educational facilities and stuff like that. But I guess that sports academy, I Uber drive out here, and I get kids all the time going in and out of there. Some of them from South Korea, Mississippi, Alabama. A lot of Koreans, Vietnamese, and just like every part of the world. It's like a really sought after school. So it gets kids from everywhere. We'll be in the hood here soon. It kind of goes to crap pretty quickly. I'm really sleepy. I haven't been up this late in a while. Uber driving only made $60. Now, if my passengers remember me, hopefully I can get up to $80 or $90 or $100 if they tip. But if they don't tip, I'm not going to do that well. Now we're in Bradenton for sure. I mean, everything here's got Bradenton regardless, but now you're kind of like officially in Bradenton. And you'll know you're in Bradenton because there's police sirens and homeless people. So welcome to Bradenton. Probably a cops versus homeless in there if I had to guess this late at night. So cops with their sirens on and their lights on. Oh, there's a bunch of cops at the cemetery, so probably a homeless issue. Oh gosh, that's a lot of cops. There's a dealership there too, so maybe these homeless people bothering the homeless people might be messing with the. This is US 41, aka 14th Street. I am gonna have to stop. I don't want to blow the light. Something happened here. They got cops on the front. They got the whole thing fenced off. So there's also cops here on the left. As soon as you enter Bradenton, this place is just a crime crap hole. There's no way, a nice way of putting it. Bradenton really is a crime crap hole. At night, you can't see it from where you're at, but to the left of us, there's another police car. So they've created a perimeter. So most likely a homeless person robbed a store or did something, and now they're setting up a perimeter in the area. I was supposed to just drive straight on 70, but I'm really tempted to pull a U-turn here and see what all this police activity is about. To the right of us is a great little taco place, tailgating there. Doña Betty's. Great tacos. I'm just going to go take a left here in this blinking light. Because I feel like, oh, they got a whole perimeter set up. So yeah, something bad happened here. It might be a shooting or a homicide. There's cops here, there's cops there. It's going to be a shooting or a homicide. Yeah, that's probably a homicide. Typical Bradenton this late night. Shooting or homicide. Typical Bradenton, bro. They got a whole perimeter set up in the trailer park. So yeah, it's going to be probably going to be a homicide or something. Yeah, that's a lot of. It might be an immigration raid too. I'm going to see if I can get in there real quick. Oh yeah, it's bad, guys. They got cops over here as well. It's going to be bad. This is a lot of police. Let me see. It's a lot of police. So probably a homicide or shooting. Probably a homicide, really. Let's see if I can get some info. See if I can get some info on what it is. Hey, officers. Let me see if I can find out. Hello. All right, so we're not getting any information. They're saying it's domestic, but I believe this is really a homicide investigation. I think it's going to be a homicide, or it's at the trailer park across the street. They're saying domestic, but I really think it's a homicide. This is not a normal amount of police for a domestic case, so they don't want to elaborate. I tried. Sometimes they'll tell you, sometimes they won't, you know. It's at the trailer park. This is every night in Bradenton, bro. This place is like this. It's at the trailer park over here. They also had a drug dealer busted on one of these trailer parks recently. It's just to give you guys a side view here as we pass by. There's a mobile home park in here. We're probably not going to be able to get in. They're saying it's domestic, but there's about 10 police cars, so that's abnormal for a domestic dispute. Right here. That's an abnormal amount of police for a domestic dispute. This is more, it could be that they set up a perimeter for somebody fleeing. I think it's a little bit more serious than we're being led on to believe, but hey, who knows? Typical night in Bradenton. They set up a perimeter, so maybe they just have a lot of cops available. Who knows? Bradenton at night is just a crap hole. I mean, there's no way of putting it. They have a helicopter flying, so they got a perimeter. You can hear the helicopter flying right over. So they got a perimeter, helicopter, maybe 10 police cars. This one will be one for the news. Totally. This is normal. Like, I kid you not, like, I Uber drive out here at night. And I call my wife. I'm like, I'm going home. Like, I'm not picking up anybody here at night. Bradenton at night is so freaking crimey. Like, if you Uber drive at night here, this is a nightly thing here. It's a nightly thing. Like, literally every night, something of this magnitude happens out here. Like, you see somebody get arrested all the time. And it's weird because, like, if you look at the arrest records from Manatee County, it doesn't seem like they arrest that many people. I feel bad for the cops here. They get paid so little, and it's so dangerous. Like, I seen like ads for like on Indeed to be a cop here in Bradenton. I was like, bro, that's what these guys are getting paid. See, in Sarasota, if they're not getting paid as much, it's safer. Don't get me wrong, for rent signs everywhere. Of course, we have a lot of immigration rates. I think that might actually be immigration related too, because there's a lot of undocumented people back there, so. It could be an immigration raid. I'm not sure. But no, they got the helicopter, so it's gonna be an operation. Anyways, it takes forever to get body cam footage from Manatee County, and that's kind of disappointing. I said I wasn't gonna let that discourage me from ordering more body cam footage of their arrest here, except for it did. But it wasn't so much the time. The time frame sucked. It was the cost. They're kind of expensive. Took 7 months to get the body cam footage. It was about 2 to 3 times more than Sarasota would have charged me. And then when they finally sent it to me, they don't send it to you via email. They send it to you through a third-party website, which means that you probably will miss the email, which is exactly what happened to me, is that I missed the email because they sent it through a third party. So they're making it difficult on purpose. They don't want you to see what's going on here in Manatee County. Manatee County has a low homicide rate, moderately high overdose rate, but they have a really low homicide rate. It's a very safe county. Your chances of being a victim of a homicide here are really small for the county. But not in that trailer park down there. That trailer park is as dangerous as living in Detroit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that trailer park back in there, that little area is rough. Over here you got Onico on the right of us. We're not gonna go in there right now, but Onico's another little rough area. Great place for tacos. Horrible place for safety. This is 15th Street right here, and 15th Street. It's the hood. You can go left, and you can go right on 15th Street. We're gonna go straight because it's 2 in the morning. I'm tired. But if you went to the left, it's a little bit more African American, especially if you go a little bit further north. If you go to the right, it's a little bit more Spanish. So, but both hoods are pretty good for tacos, man. They got good food out here. Good food trucks and stuff. But like, overall, Manatee County is very safe for homicide rates. It's horrendous in particular areas, like Oneco's pretty dangerous. That little area of Bradenton where we were at, obviously, that's just like another night there. Now this area here is to the right of us is all Oneco. There's a probation office back in there. I like how they put these palm trees here. Beautiful. That's the Oneco Castle right there. I love that property. I always point it out because I love it. Makes this little drive interesting here. They're building new houses here on the right. This is still kind of a rough area. If you go to the left of us, this is 301. There's a bunch of apartments back there, and there's a lot of Haitians around here, so it's just kind of like the Haitian part of town here. You wouldn't tell driving through here, but if you just go into the neighborhoods, there's a lot of Haitians right here. So to the left of us here, it's a small Haitian community. Not that big. There's been a Haitian restaurant. Not that good. Oh, look at the rims, dog. Oh, what's happening, baby? Look at them rim, man. And when I say I'm happening, baby, I mean like that's just the way I'm not trying to be weird. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That's big wheels are cool, but Dodge Durangos are not. Like, he has the right idea, he just has the wrong car. I'm not hating on it. I'm just not a Dodge guy. I'm more of a GM guy. There's a Walmart here, and Walmarts are kind of a theme in here in Bradenton. I don't know why there's so many Walmarts, but like, there's a Walmart here. And I kid you not, we'll be at another Walmart in about 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But there's a Walmart here on the left, and then there's a Sam's Club on the right, which is kind of like a Walmart. So, Walmart here, Sam's Club there. If you go on 64, there's a Walmart. And then if you go to Lakewood Ranch, there's a Walmart. Right on 7, the same road we're on. It's a lot of Walmart saturated city, man. And I think there's another Walmart somewhere else in Bradenton. Let me think here. This used to be a really crappy intersection. There used to be a homeless camp to the right behind this gas station, but I think they cleaned that out. And this gas station right here is abandoned. That one's open 24 hours, but I wouldn't stop at any of these gas stations at night. This is just a don't go zone. I mean, I would literally get out to Wawa where the whole cop thing was at. And that's a rougher neighborhood, but these gas stations over here are really rough. To the left is an apartment complex that's government housing, lots of Haitians back in there. And then from here on, you're kind of in East Bradenton now, heading towards Lakewood Ranch. So there's a bunch of gas stations over here. And stay the crap out of these gas stations. Let me just tell you that right now. Interstate 75 brings a lot of crime. I'm not sure why this exit is so crimey, but it is. Now, this area here, it's suburban, but it's moderately high crime rate. And I know that's kind of perplexing, but this is East Bradenton here. It's an area that's suburban, but it's moderate to high crime rate. It's not like the worst, but for being a suburban area, it's too high, if you get what I'm saying. There's a Wawa here. There's going to be homeless people out through here. There's usually homeless people that don't work. You know, I can see cops down Tuttle or Lake Lockwood Ranch, whatever the crap. Here's another Walmart right here on the right, okay? Oh, wait, there's more. There's just randomly a Walmart there on the right. Those Walmarts are like 3 minutes. On the left is the Habibi Bowls food truck. Oh, they moved it from there. Oh, that's crazy. It's not there anymore. Always homeless people all through here. This area's got a lot of homeless people. But then there's nice houses on the right. If you go to the right, there's nice houses. So this area is weird because it's like, it looks suburban. You got like gated communities and Chick-fil-A's and stuff like that. But they're high crime rate. And along Highway 64, it's the same thing. It looks suburban, but it's far too crimey to be suburban. So up ahead is the Interstate 75 exit, and that's where, unfortunately, they did find the missing person on the southbound ramp. One news report had said it was on the south side ramp, but it's on the southbound ramp, which is only one on the left now. Missing person case, guy out of the Carolinas, I believe, was hanging out with some cousins from Mims, Florida. They were hanging out in Englewood or something like that late at night, and they end up over here. Let me just tell you something about Bradenton. Avoid all these gas stations right here. The only one that's really safe is this one here on the left, this racetrack. It's a little bit bigger. This is off of Caruso and 57th, I believe. This racetrack's not too bad. Don't stop at any of these gas stations around here, especially at night. I mean, I guess in the daytime they're not bad, but at night, don't stop at these gas stations. For some reason, all of the crime from everywhere else likes to stop here. I think it's because Highway 70 is like the least built up exit, I think, before you get into Tampa. To the left is Manatee Technical College, where I graduated high school from, kind of. All these empty wooded lots have homeless people around here. Not a lot, but some. Typical Florida. From here on, we're kind of... Anybody that lives here is going to say they live in Lakewood Ranch, but it's not really to Lakewood Ranch. It's really Bradenton. It's not Lakewood Ranch till you cross the interstate. But anyways, around here are a few gas stations, and all the crime from the interstate, for some reason they don't like 64 is pretty bad. University's too built up, so nobody is going to do a crime there. I don't know what it is about this exit, but it just attracts highway crime. And I avoid these gas stations at night. Let me tell you, I've seen some fairly scary crap at these gas stations at night. All these gas stations are, and it's crazy because it's all, you're practically, let me pull in here real quick. You're practically in Lakewood Ranch. Okay, this is the exit right here on 75 where they found the missing person, unfortunately, in the condition they did, up there on the left of us. But let me just show you guys, if you just get an idea. There's usually homeless people here. I know most of them because it's my area, and I've interviewed most of them. But sometimes, dude, this area is sketchy. Like, you wouldn't expect, because it's so close to Lakewood Ranch, that it would be this crimey. But like, sometimes there's women selling themselves right here at this hotel. Sometimes there's homeless people. Don't stop here at night. Like, I literally kid you not. Like, do not get gas here at night. Stopping here at night is like panhandlers, women of the night. Sometimes there's women, and they move around. They're not always in the same spot. Like, sometimes you pull through here at night, and you'll see girls, like, they'll hang out here, and they're like barely wearing any clothes. But the girls of the night will hang out here sometimes. They move around. I think what happens is whenever they have raids in Tampa, which Tampa has them all the time, then they end up over here. But this exit at night, don't stop at any of these gas stations. I'm telling you, it may not look crimey, but like, people are always going to Tampa or Riverview or Brandon. Wherever the crap they're going, they always tend to stop here and cause trouble at this exit. Like, you might get off and it might be quiet, but like, I guess people that are going to, because it's by the highway, maybe people are going to other places will stop here. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really crappy spot. Don't know how to explain it. Doesn't look crappy, but it is. And these hotels here, there's always women out and about at night. There's always homeless people. There's like, oh, they do bank jugging here. Like, if you pull out, like, even like if you're gonna pull money out of the bank here, you gotta be real careful paying attention. It's not like Memphis, Tennessee or Jacksonville, Florida. It's not like that dangerous, but it's more dangerous than it should be for being next to Lakewood Ranch. Sometimes there's homeless people sleeping all through here and all these plazas and stuff. I know most of them. You know, I know most of them. There's geckos right here. This is like a popular place for people. There's a big one in Sarasota. I don't really come back here. There's a Vietnamese pho place, a Publix. Oh, okay. So here's the thing: Publixes in Lakewood Ranch. You are never more than 5 minutes from a Publix. I think there's like, I'm not exaggerating. There might be 10 Publixes in Lakewood Ranch. It's insane. It really is. And then there's like other markets as well. But there's a Walmart on the other side. Another Walmart. So there's 3 Walmarts on the same road. It's like okay, what are we doing here, Highway 70? This bank right here, if you're pulling out money at night, pay attention. There's bank jugging. Like, I did a video one time where we saw a guy, they busted his window. They jugged him. Bank jugging is like, they hang around by the bank and then they watch to see when you pull out money. If they catch you pulling out money, then they chase you down and bust your window and rob you in traffic. Bank jugging. That gas station across the street's pretty rough too. I avoid that one. It's not the worst one here, but I avoid it. The owner's really nice, and I know a homeless person that lives there. The owner's a cool guy. He's like Indian, I believe. He's pretty cool. But it's not the roughest one here. But anyways, I don't know what it is about this intersection. There's just always some weird criminal element to it. On the left is the retention pond where they found what they found. Very sad thing. Right there on the left is that retention pond that you've been hearing about in the news. And there are homeless camps here in the woods. All these wood spots are all homeless camps. Now this pickup truck's been here for a whole day. What a dangerous place for that truck to be. They finally put the sticker on to tow it. It broke down there a few days ago and then left it there. It's been there for a few days. And guess what? It's another Walmart back there. Why do you need 3 Walmarts in just a compact area? Don't know. There's another gas station over here. I also avoid it at night. There's a Walmart back there. Again, 3 Walmarts on this road. Why? At least 3 Walmarts and a Sam's Club. There's homeless people living in all these wooded lots over here. All these wooded lots have homeless people living in them. And there's a Walmart back here, kind of hidden. It's now 2:06 in the morning. It's 80 degrees. It's finally cooling down. But there's a Walmart back here. And I'm thinking, like, why do you need 3 Walmarts on the same road? And if you go to the next exit up, there's another Walmart. It's like a Walmart universe over here. There's always a lot of homeless people sleeping in cars out here. And then now you're in Lakewood Ranch, so it's very, see the cops right there. Very well patrolled area. Because it's Lakewood Ranch now. Once you're on this side of the interstate, you're on Lakewood Ranch. It's a little less crimey because I live in Lakewood Ranch. We have to keep it secure, you know. Yes, Lakewood Ranch is very well patrolled, but there's still homelessness and there's still people sleeping in cars and stuff. But it's somewhat safer. I think we'll end the video at the gas station across the street. I'm very sleepy. I need to go home. I'm exhausted. Wow, why is this thing sticking out in the middle of the road? So you could easily hit it if you're sleepy and not paying attention. Why 3 Walmarts in Lakewood Ranch? Why? I gotta sneeze. There are not too many homeless people are here sleeping tonight. Probably because the cops are here. The other Walmarts, there's a lot of people that sleep in their cars at night. Sometimes I've been 8 or 9 people sleeping in their cars at night at these Walmarts. And there's Eggtown. Has anybody been to these Eggtown things? Let me know what they're like. And then over here, there's a Mexican restaurant. They're okay. They're not. We'll eat there like twice a year type of thing, but it's not that great, to be honest. It's not that great. And then there's a pet store there. Longhorn over here stays packed. But all these shopping plazas are going to have cops running non-stop because it's Lakewood Ranch. And it's like the border between Lakewood Ranch and Bradenton. They're trying to keep Bradenton in Bradenton because, like, we don't want them coming over here, you know? And we don't want you guys visiting us. But every other car is a cop car here at night, basically. But, chiropractic. This gas station here, I avoid it at night too. It's not the worst, but again, like so much interstate crime ends up over here. It's weird. Don't know how to explain it. Just like that missing person ended up here. It's like every scammer, anybody who's committing a crime ends up here. I'm not sure why. But, alright guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. This is another gas station that isn't the worst, but I avoid it at night. Now, if you keep going that way, there's better gas stations that you can go at night and you're good. There's a 7-Eleven down that way. There's a 7-Eleven in front of 7-Eleven. Not sure how that works, but, yeah. And there's a car parked here. I guess that's an employee. Could be somebody homeless sleeping here. Anyway, checking out from Lakewood Ranch.